All right, I'm going to try to go through probably lesson one and two from Math Models Unit 5 in this lesson. Um, so they really put a lot of information into these two lessons, but in the first lesson, we're talking about um, events. Probability, really, is what it should be titled. So when we talk about probability, we're talking about how likely is it that something would happen randomly? And so the first thing they kind of walk through is looking at a situation and trying to figure out what are the total number of possibilities um, in that situation. So they give a lot of different examples, but one in particular is this these problems where there's a like two different things like pants and shirts, and then there's all the combinations of pants and shirts that you could have here in number two, and I think number three, number four, all five all have the same. So we're looking at this table right here. I skipped the vocab, but you can do that on your own. But they're wanting to know the probability of choosing one particular combination. And so at this point in the process, they're not really getting very complicated. All they want you to understand is that if we have three shirts, red, green, and white, and three pants, black, brown, and tan, then all these inside here, inside this table, represent the possibilities. And so then if we want to do red shirt, which is this, and tan pants, which is this, then those match up to make tan and red. And that is one out of 9 options. So there are 9 total options, and tan red is one out of those 9 options. So that's all they're really wanting you to do. So you'd be choosing this one. And so that's what you're doing for the rest of these problems here. Again, what's the probability of choosing a green shirt? Well, there are three green shirt out of 9, and so then you would need to reduce that fraction. Or you can think of it this way: 1 out of 3 shirts is green, so 1 out of 3. Same thing down here. If it says not, then you select everything but that one thing, and that would be the top of the fraction. The bottom is still going to be 9 because there are 9 options. Or means you need to say, okay, how many options have either black pants or red shirt? And you count those options. So like in this one, I would do, see, black pants, that's 1, 2, 3. And red shirt, that one's already been counted. So another one, 4, 5. So 5 out of 9 have either a red shirt or black pants. So that's pretty much what you're doing on those. Moving down, it's a similar option. They've given you a breakdown of the possibilities for this sandwich. We've got the bun, the meat, the cheese, and then all of the options listed here. They just want to know, first of all, how many different combinations, how many different sandwiches. Those are listed here, so count them. That's pretty much it on that. Then you answer questions using the tree. So we have the diagram in front of us, and then it says, what's the possibility of choosing a turkey burger with Swiss cheese on a wheat bun? So turkey, Swiss, and wheat. Well, you need to look through here and find how many of those options are turkey, Swiss, and wheat. And then out of the total, which you found in the previous problem. So we have the total on the bottom, and then the top is how many of the options are this, which I think is just one. It's got to be either, well, it's got to be one of these, but it's got to be 16 or 12 because I'm not sure how many there are, but there's either 16 or 12 options here. What's the probability of choosing chicken? In other words, how many of the options are chicken? And then that's out of the total. And then you need to reduce the fraction if it can be reduced. So let's say I got, as an example, let's say I got 3 out of 12. Well, I would need to put it 1/4 as my answer. Or if I got 6 out of 12, I would need to put 1/2 as my answer. And I'm just using the Desmos scientific calculator. I'll put a link in the video. Again, to make that reduce. So that's that. More of the same in this one, not beef with Swiss. So eliminate all the ones that are beef and Swiss and put how many of them are the other options. And then again, out of the total. So how many are beef and Swiss? Subtract that from the total and then reduce the fraction that you get.